Yep, it's a disaster again. Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and I'm just keeping it real here. I like to organize and I like to have an organized room, but sometimes a crafting tornado comes through here and leaves behind a disaster. So I just took a week off and a week off from work, that is, and I spend a lot of time in here. And when I get going, I don't always tidy up after myself. Actually, who am I kidding? I never tidy up after myself while I'm in the full throngs of crafting and creating. So it does get to be a bit of a disaster. Now the good thing is that for most of this stuff I do have a place, and so it does clean up pretty easy. So I'm going to take you along and walk you through some of the strategies I use to at least get this back to a more usable, functional room. Okay, so the very first thing I always tackle is my desk. I think a clean work surface to sort and do things on is very helpful. So that is what we're going to do, is we're going to clear off this desk. The stuff that's really easy to put away, I will put away right away. Things that take a little bit more time and effort, I put in bins. I'm a big believer in using bins or baskets to store or to do like a preliminary sort. I work in 15 to 20 minute increments. So I put a timer on and first of all, I tell myself, okay, what am I going to tackle in the next 15 minutes? I put a timer on and I go to work. And when the 15 to 20 minutes are done, I can assess where I'm at. And if I've had enough, in other words, I'm bored with doing this, then I go do something else and return to it at a later time when I'm feeling a little more inspired. Or if I'm on a roll and it is feeling like I could keep going, I set for another 15-20 minutes. I'm going to spare you watching me put everything away, but what I'll do is I'll check in after the first 15 minutes and show you what progress I've made. Okay, so this is what 15 minutes of cleaning looks like. I've actually got a work surface. It's not perfect, but if I had to, like if I really needed to craft, I could make do. The floor is still a disaster, and I still got bins everywhere, but that's okay. So this bin here, I've collected all my stamps, embossing folders, dies, etc. This is scrap papers. I've got an extra bin underneath if I need it. I've got some washi tape. I have not even looked at that stuff there yet. And oh yeah, that doesn't belong there. I switched internet providers and I need to find a home for that. And everything else is looking not too bad. Obviously, I had some little mishaps with my creating, so we do need to clean this table off. Let me go over here and show you what I've got going on the floor. I've got an empty basket. A basket barely started with some hot glue gun sticks in there because I don't remember where I put the other ones. Basket of who knows what, and this is mostly cardstock and maybe embellishments that need to be put away. So that will probably be one of the last things I tackle. And of course, stuff all over the floor. So I'm going to actually grab something to drink because it's really warm, and then I'll come back and do another 15 minutes, and my goal hopefully is to have this desk cleared off in the next 15. Here's hoping. Okay, so at the end of the second set of 15 minutes, my desk is looking pretty good. I've cleared most things off. I had put a Lazy Susan back on because I thought it would be helpful, so I was trying that out for the last couple of months, and yeah, it's just not the right fit for this setup that I currently have. So the only thing that's going to live on my desk is the Big Shot paper towels, a little tray, my Spellbinders diamond for holding dies and stuff, and my little caddy there, my little caddy for pens and pencils, my most used, and then my little tiny garbage can. Now I have a bigger garbage can right next to me, but I do use this little one all the time for little bits and pieces because the other garbage can is wicker, and so little pieces fall through. Although if you look at my floor, sometimes it doesn't make it into either of them. Anyways, that's the desk. So now I'm ready to move on to my next step, which is actually to clear the floor. Now you're going to say that's kind of strange because I still got piles of clutter everywhere, but I find that if I can get the floors cleaned next and vacuumed, the room feels 100% cleaner. So even though I have stuff still in bins, I will put those on the table for now. I'll vacuum, then they'll go back on the floor, and then the step after this one will then be starting to tackle some of the surface areas in bins. Let me set the timer for another 15 minutes and see if we can get the floor cleaned and vacuumed in that amount of time. Okay, so this is after the next set of 15 minutes, so it's 45 minutes in total. You can see the floor looks really good. It's been vacuumed. I had picked these up and put them on the table and then just put them back down. Again, they still need to be gone through, but just having them contained makes the room look so much more functional. And this was totally doable in 45 minutes. At this point now, I would feel comfortable crafting again, and then I would just tackle some of these extra items throughout the week, which is probably what I'm going to do. I need to go and have an ice cold Diet Coke, I think, and put my feet up for a bit. If you are interested, be sure to follow me over on Instagram. It's A Creatively Crafted Life. And otherwise, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything on this channel, because you never know what I'm going to tackle next. Thank you so much for joining me. I encourage you all to take 15 minutes today and maybe tackle something in your craft room that's been bothering you. And until next time, happy crafting and happy organizing.